Morning, Ma.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm really well, and all the better to be connected to this beautiful Sunday collective with you with such mystical light of, shall we say, the winter sun, the cosmic world, the spring coming in with the blooming flowers. What is this moment in time that is just so magnetic, Ma?
Yesterday we had some people at the Midnight Galaxy and they were saying that it's almost like the land is bursting forth with the dahlias and the kudasia trees flowering and baskets of lovely flowers. And one of them said to me that their soul is replenished.
You're thinking?
I was thinking that in the darkness of the tunnel of everyone's life, we are all moving towards the light. And when we set our eyes upon colorful flowers and dahlias and pansies, they're in full bloom and they're telling a story that we are also here, we are also interconnected. We are also part of the cosmic purpose of sharing our love and light, our colors, our resplendent oxygen-giving abilities. So everyone is very, very connected. And my thought immediately went to a painting I had seen once of Arpana Kaur's, and I think she had called it Star Weaver.
Oh.
And it was just a painting of lots and lots of cosmic light. And the cosmic light, when you stare into the sky, you wonder where the stars will disappear when the sun rises. But the sun's light is just a little bit stronger than the others. So I always look at it as the healer within is awakened to the interconnectedness of the light, and that becomes the highest spiritual purpose, is to share that light with one and all, and of course keep shining even in the darkness, because that twinkling light is very, very majestically helping everyone to connect to their own highest purpose and move towards deliverance of good fortune. Because remember that our chakras, our spine is all activated when we are in the dark space of our mother's womb, and in that womb we are not able to see anything about the material universe, but the spiritual universe we are fully connected to. We can see the divine, we can see the loka, the talatals, and we invite them into our body. And the navel is the first activation point of that spiritual source of light, where we are constantly connected. Even after birth, we are umbilically connected to our parents. And even if our parents leave this world, it's not like we are disconnected. Even from the other world, they are channeling us the light, and we are, that bhulokana, that on planet Earth as we live, it is connecting us to our abdomen. It is connecting us to the majestic light of interconnectedness. And, what we are doing is impacting somebody else. And what somebody else is doing is also impacting us. And in that impact is the conforming light that is going to spread. It's going to interweave. I always look at it as, like a fishnet. But in every point of that thread separating and knotting, separating and knotting, in those knots are beautiful gems and jewels that are studying the cosmic web of interconnectedness, where we are all connected step by step, and we are never alone. We are always comforted. So Bhuloka is, if you look at the 14 bhuvanas, then the Bhuloka is connected to our abdomen and the solar plexus chakra, and we are very majestically looking towards Swarga, the Swargloka, which is of course in our heart. So whenever we say in a meditation that go to the depth of your heart, go to the lake of your heart, go to the light of your heart, it is Swarg. Swarg means heaven.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you are heavenly in your behavior and you're willing to give of the light that is shining in your heart, then you are of course going to the throat chakra, the Mahar Loka, which is connecting us to our communication, connecting us to our heart, And of course, connecting us to our third eye chakra, where all knowledge is living. Remember that the third eye chakra is the Agya chakra, the instruction giving, and where all the other chakras are being controlled and they're listening. Agya means, like, what would you say in
order,
English?
instruction, order giving.
Order, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we go to the Jan Loka. The Jan Loka is in our mouth. Are the beautiful ideas that are coming from our teeth and our tongue, and how we are, Jan Loka, that in this material universe we are bringing down the star weaver quality of our individual self, where we are making new networks, we are finding new passwords. I always tell people who are the ones who are most intelligent are the ones who have the cosmic password to the cosmic internet, and they're able to download everything. So remember that whatever is happening in the material universe is identically being replicated from the spiritual. So it's already existing in the networks of the cosmic frontiers, and we are downloading our purpose. We are looking at what is happening to our brain, and our insight is where the Tapaloka, that fire of instruction and illumination and grandeur is happening. And then of course we go to the highest, which is the crown chakra, where we are looking at Satyaloka. Satyaloka is that Brahman, that beautiful knot of association, where we are like a bubbling fountain, that we are giving away our ability to share the goodness, because there is an unlimited resource.
So, Ma, you were saying about the unlimited resource that we're connected to, especially as healers. So, could you tell us a little bit more about the cosmic connections in the Swarglokas?
Yeah, whenever we speak the truth and we are very, very intertwined with our heart, then we have the Satyaloka coming down, or that individual soul self coming down to work from the heart. And that heart is that center of compassion and love, and we are always in joyfulness at the heart, and we are sharing the love, and the Swargloka and Satyaloka intertwined from the highest crown chakra to the heart. We are bringing down the energies, whether it's the energies of Reiki when you get connected to it, or even to the KQ force, where you are dovetailing every action of yours into that purpose of life, and into that cosmic purpose. And sometimes we dream, we think of, oh, I wish, and then we go to bed and then we dream, and we come back in the morning to wakefulness, and we say, hey, that was very mystical, that dream. What did really happen? Who were the people? Who were those guides, those angels, those colors? So it's a resplendent universe out there, where you are connecting to all the activities of whatever is happening in the universe, and you're also acting sometimes spontaneously, and sometimes by free will, and sometimes by divine will. So when you're moving through the thresholds of this, remember that Bhuva Loka was in the abdomen and the solar plexus and the navel, and then we have Patal, which is also in that zone of association of the rasatal, that we are always looking for the ras and the the fire of whatever is acting in anticipation. It's all happening and acting from the root chakra, that is the light of purpose. So when that light of purpose is like a crimson red, I was just sharing with people yesterday that people who went to the Mahakumbh, and they have taken a dip in the Sarovar, honored the three rivers of Yamuna, Ganga and Saraswati, that they have come back with very nice purple and golden light that is bubbling in this, very pale, soft orange light. And all those balls of light, Divya was asking me that, if they've got and they're going to roll away. I said they're not going to roll away, because they're very hexagonal in
octagonal in
their
shape. So as they drop into their aura, they find a
stable ground.
seating ground. So I was
Yeah.
like, that's so fascinating.
And that is, of course, the talatal, which is activated in our root and a little bit connected to the thighs and the Kundalini chakra. And all activation is happening. So when you come back from the Kumbh, and even if you share water with somebody, that your energies are being multiplied and magnificent they become. And I have had people come with the jal to give me, and then I've had people who brought the dhul, or the dust of the holy feet from the bed of the river. And their ability to grow and expand their good fortune is immense. So, there's no talatal, no patal, no anguish, which is below. Talatal is, of course, below our feet.
Okay.
And so we have higher purpose, we have activation of the flames of knowledge, and that star weaver impact, that everyone is weaving the tapestry of their own life garment, which is limited by the number of years that we are going to live on planet Earth. But we are cosmically connected to the entire universe. And the universe is connected to our body. Remember that we have the physical body that has an anatomy.
Yes.
And, people go for blood tests, they go for x-rays, PET scans, CT scans, MRIs. But there is also the anatomy of the aura, where you have the chakras, you have the 72,000 nadis or rivers of light flowing, and everything is being activated by the bhuvnas for you to experience whatever is the ras and the talatal and the patal and the expansion of all the lokas. So finally we are carrying our cosmic associations and purpose with us from the minute that we are born. Remember that when we were hanging upside down in our mother's womb and we were building our body, that darkness is the most comforting space.
Oh.
Because you are spiritually connected to the divine, and you're also getting the 5 elements from your mother's body to rebuild.
So how do we, what are the behaviors or the seeking patterns that we create in our life, either physically or emotionally, that we try to replicate that comfort of that darkness?
Yeah, and the other thing is that it is in the reproductive organ, that hara zone or the kundalini or the root chakra, where everything is activating, your highest purpose is activating. The genitals are also, of course, involved in giving you the ecstasy and the ability to feel the passion, the intimacy, and create life. So it's a very empowering position. And when you create that soul, then the soul builds the body, then it arrives, and everyone is very happy. But the soul, it feels that it's come from the darkness into the light. But the minute you start living your material life, people say, oh, this is, not looking like it's full of the light. I'm feeling very unhappy, or, because we all want to play God. We want to be resplendent. We want to create. We want to be the star weavers of our destiny. But there are other influences. And they're coming up in all the chakras, whether it's below the feet, whether it's in the ankles, whether it's in the calves and knees, whether it's in your thighs or in your root chakra. You could go from under your feet to the top of your head, and you can be connected to every possibility. And you need to empower yourself, and you need to see that what are the psychic frontiers of your mind, your brain, your intelligence, your wisdom, your soul self. Sometimes when we look at a lot of people and we talk about the Kundalini rising, then a lot of people think that it drives you a little bit insane because you're so, unbalanced.
Unbalanced and maybe unprepared for the awakening.
So the reality is that the Kundalini Jagrati, or that awakening through meditation or through healing or whatever yogic practices that people engage in, that Kundalini Jagrati is an expansion and exploration of your own cosmic purpose. That what am I doing? Am I going to be able to relieve myself of the...
Yes, Ma. So you said that am I going to be able to release myself
from
of the burdens of the karmic consequences?
Or am I going to create new karma?
Yes, am I going to create new karma or be very passionate?
Because some of us work from the sutal. So the sutal is the knees, where fear from past lifetimes of separation from the divine and our anguish at also being separated maybe from our parents in this life, either by conflict or through death. So we are always feeling that we are being abandoned, we are being left alone, nobody is helping me, I'm such a tragedy figure, I'm so unhappy. Yesterday I was having a discussion with a few people who were visiting with us, and they were in so much anguish.
Yes,
and what was the anguish? Some had the anguish with the relationship to the food that they were eating.
Yes.
They wanted to eat more. Somebody had anguish about how their clothes were not fitting them well and how they had to go out and find new tailors and stitch that resplendent body of adorning their body with the clothes and the jewels, and not paying scant attention to their higher purpose and the anatomy of their aura and what's happening beyond the physical body. So you have to look at how you are materially and spiritually activating and karmically bringing down the consequences. I always say it's like the super whale spouting out the water, right?
Yes, Mom.
So it's like a bubbling fountain, and so we all have that ability. Our crown chakras are always activated with the 1,000-petaled lotus and the 1,000 rivers of cosmic light that are gently falling on our shoulders, going all the way down as gifts of light from Satyaloka.
So in this journey of Satyaloka, of the truth consciousness, is that the key to unlocking our true and most opulent cosmic purpose?
Yeah, and moving from that Satyaloka to Vaikuntha.
To the spaces of no complaints and no fears and no anxiety.
And no anguish.
And no anguish. How beautiful. How beautiful is that, Ma?
Yeah. And
so all the pauses and starts that were even happening in this live today, the thought that comes to my mind is that there's so many pauses and starts in our cosmic purpose that we are only creating.
Yeah.
So how do we recognize and heal every pause, and how do we restart or hit the play button on our most opulent cosmic purpose?
Our most opulent cosmic purpose. Now we are going to be a little bit surprised, because it is the Talatal and the Vital, which are below the feet and above the feet. So everything is about moving in the right direction, and where do you move? Your feet take you. So somebody may say, oh, show me your dress, how pretty you're looking, and you twirl around and you do all your little mudras and show off, and they may be just appreciating and wishing that they had what you're wearing. And
yes,
so they're not sending you love. What are they sending you?
Maybe some envy or jealousy
or that coveting.
Yes.
What the other has. And somebody could be not even saying anything or reacting, but they're still showing you so much appreciation and so much gratitude. And the rivers of that interconnectedness will stun you, leave you feeling good, and you'll say, hey, what happened? But they didn't say a word. It's just the exchange of the energies. And other people could be like cosmic vampires who are just sucking into your, they could be saying nice things to you.
But they actually, Ma?
Coveting what you have and sending you some not so good energies. And if you'll only absorb them if you have there's a principle in the universe, like attracts like. you have the sample of that interwoven attitude of non-reciprocation of love, then you're also going to pull that light into yourself, and then you'll wonder why you're feeling bad. And what is that consequence of what have I done? I have not done anything wrong in my life, is what people say to me.
Yes, ma'am.
And I keep telling them that, this is not a bad thing that's happening to you. It's actually you're finishing off your negative karma. They're helping you. And you're going to move to a better place and be more purposeful in your cosmic enterprise. And you are carrying your spaceship with yourself at the time of death. You're going to get onto that spaceship and go back to Vaikuntha, where there are no complaints.
And no anxieties, no fears, and no anguish. I think that, is it true that the fuzziness that we feel sometimes with our cosmic purpose is because of those fears and anxieties and that anguish and pain that we, like you were saying, Ma, that we say that, oh, why is this happening to me and why is my life like this? So how do we, of course, gratefulness and gratitude is the cornerstone of all your teachings, Ma. So how do we take that gratitude one step further so that we are not confused and not fuzzy-brained about our cosmic purpose?
Because, the trees, nature really talks to us. So I always tell people, if you don't have loving friends, make friends with the tree, make friends with the potted plant, make friends with someone who is dependent, maybe even a pet. You have at home where the pet is keeping you very honest, because you have to feed it, you have to love it, there is association, provide for it, and generate that association of comfort with, sometimes you have a tree outside your window and you never pay attention to it till one day there's a storm and the tree disappears. Yes, and you say, oh my God, that tree was such a great friend. I used to gaze upon it and the rustling of the leaves and the parrots coming, to peck on the fruits of the tree. And now you've lost so many friends.
Yes, ma'am.
So I always tell people, be very aware of what your physical body is doing, and also be aware of how you're feeling and how you're carrying this cosmic anatomy of being in your aura and your auric fields and your energy fields. That, the ability to do things is limitless. You just have to gather that into the lake of your heart, and you have to do right action in truthfulness.
In the now.
In the now.
No delays.
No delays. And Satya Loka, you have to live at the crown chakra and come down to work in the heart.
Love that, Ma. And so with that, we have so much love coming in and so many questions coming in. So with your permission, may I present them. So we have beautiful Arpita who's joining us, Arpita Saxena, who first says that how magical is the Sunday Collective. She was watching Interstellar last night. Oh, wow. And today we're talking about the cosmos and the interconnectedness of the cosmic purpose. And her question is that, Ma, what is the cosmic message or purpose for all of us this year?
I think that yesterday we had Donald Trump and Zelensky having like a, interaction in front of the press, and somebody was telling me, on Monday morning the stock exchange is going to crash further. So everything interstellar and stellar performances and the interconnectedness and all, everybody is going to be impacted. So, whether the stock exchange goes down, properties go up, gold is growing, everything is wonderfully activating. And remember that it's the same energy that's just being channeled in different portals of light. And these portals are in the cosmic world, they're in the planetary expansions, the colors, the gems, the jewels, and the manifestation of it is all within the womb and the body of Mother Earth. So we may think that it's molten lava and, we have volcanic eruptions and sometimes some ash is coming out and it's destroying the visibility even for the planes to move through the skies. But the reality is that everything is interchangeable. So the same way you have, you eat those lovely fruits and vegetables, then you pass stool, and that also then becomes manure for the same earth to grow the same vegetables. And so everything is like in a cycle. It's like the water cycle and human enterprise cycle, and your affection, your love of what you're sharing with others. And even when we do the Let's Heal every morning,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm encouraging everyone to share with their loved ones, even with strangers, even with enemies, and even with their homes, their offices, their workplaces, because everything is interconnected. What you think here is going to be transferred to somebody else in another city, country, also feeling the same thing.
Wow. So as these feelings are gathered in our heart and we heal and we move forward, Ma, with our cosmic purpose of doing the truthful, right healing action in the now and not letting any opportunity go by. I'm connecting again to the Let's Heal cycles of appreciation, where you're guiding us in the next 18 days of the 21-day cycle of healing with and appreciating the opportunity. So what I am gathering in your response and answer to Arpita's very sweet question is that the cosmic purpose is to recognize and gather the opportunity to unlock the opulence in the now.
And the prosperity.
And the prosperity.
And then to dovetail your actions with the physical body, with your mind, remembering that everything is connected to the heart.
Yes,
even the mind has to dip the tongue into the ink of the heart to be able to write that true story. And at the base of your spine is, of course, Talatal, that base plate of all activation coming from the base of the spine, your root chakra, which is again the other thing at the Mahakumbh that I saw everyone who really went for the pilgrimage came back with this crimson bowl of light that is going to activate a lot of prosperity over the next few years. So I think we are all very blessed to be living in this time, this frame of existence where we can support each other, love each other, and hold hands and know that it's not just the physical hands, it's about holding hands in the light of that love that is, you can't, it's irrevocable once you send out
to the light.
Once you send out the light has its own ability to multiply manyfold and come back to you with that power, so that you are very generous with whatever you're doing.
Yes, ma.
So do well.
Yes, ma. So as we are connected to this wellness, we have beautiful Anjali Upadhyay, who asks that, Ma, are we moving to some other dimension to attain this cosmic purpose?
No, we have to live here in the material universe. It's not after death. It's right here, right now. So you could have your cosmic purpose in Bombay, or you could have had it in Gurgaon when you were there. And tomorrow you may move to London, or you may move to the US, wherever you're going to go. It's going to be part of your cosmic story that you wrote in your Akashic records, brought down in your Kundalini chakra, and you're activating that Kundalini energies of great power, like a flame or like a serpentine silver cord of light that goes up and down your spine to activate your brain, activate your third eye chakra, activate new thought, and bring them down to the brilliance of your own ability, and gather that information, and from the heart do the action, whether it's for your daughters, whether it's for your husband, your in-laws, your parents, your brother, whoever it is that you're interacting with. That light is going to impact them. So physical presence in a particular city, particular country, in a locality, in a state, in a village, wherever you are unfolding your highest cosmic purpose. So you could be watering the plants, you could be touching nature, you could be hugging a tree, you could be hearing and meditating on the parrots or the peacocks or the monkeys. So whatever it is, We are cosmically united, and we keep reuniting and untying the knots of misfortune so that we can walk the path where the road less traveled is going.
So in that road less traveled, we have a beautiful question from our lovely Arzu, who we love you, Arzu, and sending lots of love and light to Mom's journey. So she asked that how do we accept change gracefully, which is not according to our wish or our plan?
Yeah, because remember that, whether you lose a child or you lose a parent, there is that frequency of darkness that you have to leave behind, and that is that you have to step forward. You have to step away from that position of pain, anguish, and every time you revisit, the death of a parent or a child, you get more empowered because they're still going to be connected to you through the cosmic vibrations and the anatomy of your aura, that you are always going to receive the blessings, the light, maybe some conversations, maybe activating something that you didn't pay attention to when the person was alive, and now once they've gone you have so much insight and you move to do the things that they wanted you to do. So
and you honor their legacy.
Yeah, and the inherited tendencies or whatever. Like somebody who got diabetic or heart disease, parents is thinking that they're also going to get diabetes and heart disease, but it's not necessary. Because whatever is happening in their body is happening because they did things and got connected to certain frequencies of light. And if you don't like where they are, you have to change your behavior and move to a different space.
So as we move to that different space, we have lovely Chavi, who sends her love and gratitude. And she asked that how do we deal with negative influences in our environment so that we can spiritually and materially progress and prosper and nurture ourselves.
Something that you may think is very negative may be something really good for somebody else. I could just take an example of smoking. Somebody could be smoking and, channeling that urge to smoke and, then maybe getting sick and maybe getting cancer. And maybe have to remove a part of your tongue or your jaw because you've got sick with cancer or something, and the cells are multiplying, which is going to make you very, very unhealthy. But the reality is that the same cigarette, when you give it up, you may have a romance with that idea that, I'm so powerful, I've given it up. It could be with alcohol, it could be with, I find a lot of people who are microdosing with the CBD oil, and some are doing it
psilocybin.
And with the mushrooms. And so everybody is doing things to, I think, shut down the brain, which sometimes is talking a lot of negative, fearful conversations. And so I think healing is the best antidote to all
and any negative influences and ills. Yeah, it is simple, but it has to be from your free will and your dedication.
Yeah, you should come and get
connected, Chavi, for sure. Now is the moment. And then we have beautiful Tiny Auntie, Rekha Masi, Dr. Binu, and Dimpy Auntie, who's joining in and sending all their love, and we love you very much. And we have Saujanya Vashisht, who joins in, says, Ma, you're so divine, you're mother energy personified. I agree.
Love you.
And we have beautiful Priyanka joining in from the US, who asks, Ma, how do we reverse the sometimes negative effects of planets, such as the one now? I don't know which one she's talking about. Is she talking about the Saturn and the Ketu?
Yeah, Saturn, and there's lots of planets are changing. We have Saturn changing on the 29th of March. Then we have, I think, Jupiter changing on the 14th of May and 18th of May. We have Rahu and Ketu changing. So these are all changes, and they're not all, nothing is all bad. It's just that something could bring you to the point of revelation and evolution and revolution and, harmonizing, redesigning, reaffirming, recreating. So we can keep going, but the reality is that there's nothing negative, because even the negative has a quality of goodness in it that can be of great comfort and calm to our inner self. And in that silence, in that meditative pose, you can submerge yourself in knowing that the light is just in your heart. You're never separated from it. So, when you have a good heart, then the planets are also going to give you good energy. So I think collectively just doing charity, even watering a plant, putting some bird food out, maybe feeding a dog, maybe you have, pets at home.
Yes.
So just being of service to those pets who can't really talk, but they share so much of their affection with you. So you reciprocate and love your kids. That could be the biggest, when you give education. And sometimes I feel that parents have this feeling of ownership over their children.
Yes, ma'am.
But the reality is that they're independent souls.
Absolutely.
They've come from the frontier of the star weavers.
Yes.
Who weaved your destiny with theirs.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
It's only for a limited time. It's not forever.
So in this limited time connections, there is a beautiful Neha who is asking that, Ma, what is a good mantra to remember when we are anxious so that we get away from the anxiety and the anguish aspect and connect to the power and satisfaction and prosperity aspect?
The Gayatri mantra, which I'm going to ask Divya to say.
Yes, Ma,
once.
let's all chant it.
Yes.
Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodhayatum.
Perfect. So this is a good sound, even if you can play it from, I think, YouTube or Spotify.
Anywhere. Yes,
you
ma'am.
can chant along with them.
Yes, ma'am.
And then it'll be like two of you chanting together, so you'll have double the effect.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then we have beautiful Binu Lad, who is joining us. Lots
so
of love
sweet.
to
Love
you.
to you.
And she says that, Ma, how can I overcome procrastination and develop the habits and mindset necessary for taking the consistent healing action?
Remember that I just said that everything is under your feet.
Yes.
Talatal and Vital. Vital is over your feet. So soak your feet in salt water and connect to the ocean of plenty, and you'll be replenished. And very soon you will be activating your Satyaloka chakra of your crown and the heart, the Swargaloka, and everything will be in perfect order, and you will dance and dance and dance, and Tapaloka is in your brain and your third chakra. So tap you must do.
Yes, Mom.
No, the heat of human life and enterprise has to be touched for us to be awakened and to be warm and to be kind and to be considerate and compassionate to other souls. So remember that we are all in it together, and Divya and I send you lots of love and healing to break through your procrastination and start doing things.
And achieving the
new goals
in the now. And then we have beautiful Shweta Oberoi, who is giving a lovely report of her mum being discharged today. So continued love and blessings is requested, Ma, from you. And then we have Samishti, who is joining in. She says, Renooji, what can those of us who are abroad and have not been able to make it to the Mahakumbh do to connect to those beautiful Nagmani and maroon energies and the octagonal and the hexagonal balls of light?
So, the first is that in my office, the Kalash of the Mahakumbh is available at a very minimal energy exchange, so you can always order it and keep it in your money place forever and ever, and the energies will be there. And of course, we'll send you healing. And we all dip every day in the Mahakumbh energies. It's your consciousness finally. about where you are, what you're doing, and the highest interaction that I have found people coming back with the energies from the Mahakumbh is that there are no complaints, there is no doubt, and there is freedom from irrelevant karma that you carried along as a big bag of misfortune that you've left behind. So I think that all the saints and all the beings and the sages and the spiritual leaders and even people who went there with their last bit of savings to take that dip, they have done this congregational dipping for the whole world. So the entire human race is definitely connected to that pivotal point of evolution of new, energies that are just being gifted to us by the consciousness. You can just invite the crimson light into your root chakra, and you can connect to these octagonal balls of light of purple and gold and diamond radiance that are prevalent in the universe. And you can, through the cosmic internet, you can just chant the Gayatri mantra and deliver yourself some of those abundant packages. Yesterday somebody was telling me, Swiggy and Zomato have started delivering interstate and intercity.
Yes.
That you can order something from Lucknow, Bangalore, this, that, whatever. So I was just thinking that, Swiggy, Zomato and all these are just delivering in the human universe, right?
What to speak of the delivery agents.
And the guides and sages and angels that deliver the cosmic light to us every single day. Aww. So we should just have gratitude in our heart for all that we are receiving, known and unknown, that is making us dovetail our consciousness into such a sublime and spiritually, I would say intoxication.
Yes, ma'am.
Of the light that awakens us to that sutal,
yes,
which
ma'am.
is, of course, in the knees, and we get rid of all the fears.
Yes,
and we are, whether it's the dark or it's the light, it's the same.
So I love that. That's very empowering, Ma. Thank you so much. And we have a lot of gratitude from Anu and Ajay Majithia and so Charu Bansal and Divya Anand and so many, many more.
Love you all.
Yes.
I think of you all every day and send you so much love.
Yes, there's Santosh Auntie, Ronika, Sonia Dhingra, so many others.
Ronika gets so much of my love.
Every day. And so we have two connected questions, Ma. There is from two different people on the live. So we have Sahiba Garg, who says, Sadham Pranam, Ma.
God bless.
She says, can there be some deeper purpose of my existence, as I don't find satisfaction in anything I do, is what she says. And then we have Dimpy Auntie, who's joining us, who says that, is there anything like black magic and does it exist?
Yes, I think that some people can send you hate vibes and some people can send you envy and greed, and they can covet what you have, and that could come to you as something that is evil, and you could feel some discomfort. And then there are tantrics who perform pujas and they steal. I call them cosmic highway robbers who steal from the good fortune of others. So I think that a good way to protect yourself against that is to become a healer, to speak the truth, never tell lies, and move ahead with being generous and charitable in every action of yours. That if you're even making chapatis in the kitchen, we have a chapati maker sometimes in the West that you just say 2 chapatis and it gives you only 2 chapatis.
Yes.
So maybe you should press for 3 and put 1 chapati out for the birds.
Yes, absolutely.
Depending on where you are, I think people are going to find this very
humorous. But I find this so relieving, because I think a lot of people keep talking about the black eye and the future and envy, and that's what we also started, that there are all these people who could be envious and jealous of one another, or even we could be inviting that.
Just hating somebody so much that they want to do something, and then the other person is making telling them, validating what they're feeling and saying, yes, it's very bad. you've been under black magic, and it's possible. It's the
same way you have fire that cooks and fire that destroys,
burns, yeah.
and fire that helps the body and the soul to transmigrate. Energies can be used for good or bad. So we have to understand
that when we are what we are feeling, we are attracting.
Okay.
So start feeling good about yourself. And then you'll attract the good. And then get connected to healing. I'm sure you can call the Midnight Galaxy and you can register for a seminar.
So the fact that Sahiba is also resonating that she doesn't feel satisfied, so she's attracting more of that dissatisfaction
than the satisfaction. And
so
she's a great girl. She has great talents. She has to get her business act together.
Yay.
And start moving
forward.
And after Shani moves on 29th of March, Sahiba, things are so much better.
I love
You've been through so much anguish in the last 8-9 years. So remember, the gates of the light are just opening.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yes.
Grateful, Ma. And then, of course, we have beautiful Sunena who says, thankful and grateful to the universe for having you, dear Renooji, in our lives.
So sweet. I
and
love you.
Arzu seconds and thirds that by saying that we are blessed to know you, Ma. Of course, I also am absolutely resonating with all that everyone is saying with so much love and so much gratitude. And then I'll take last few questions. So we have Preeti Porwal who's joining in.
Oh, so sweet.
And she says, Ma, please send healing for Tinu. He still has that little gap to being completely independent in his daily activities. And is there anything she can do, she asks, to empower him?
On his feet. And maybe dip his feet in salt water once a week.
Yes, Ma.
You know, like little warm water with some rock salt or sea salt and 10 minutes.
Yes, Ma.
And once a week, and it can take away all the negative vibrations and it can make you feel really fit, healthy, strong, and moving away from the darkness into the light.
So as we move from the darkness into the light, we have my very sweet brother Aditya Paul, who's joining in and says, sweet. Very, very beautiful suit, Ma. And he says it's looking so lovely. So your suit is reminding me of the cosmic universes and the hexagonal and octagonal shapes.
Yeah,
so thank you, Adi, for connecting.
The
leaves and Mother Nature. So I think that's such a perfect place or a meditative place to say that everything around us has the cosmic messages and the cosmic patterns. So just before we end, Ma, I have a question that what is the cosmic pattern that you see clairvoyantly for all of us through your mystical sight on planet Earth that is unfolding? Like, what is the pattern that is unfolding?
I feel that even though everybody is predicting that 2025 is going to be a very difficult year, or 26, I feel that given the opportunities that we are going to have, we must work hard to unravel the good fortune that's just waiting. So open the gates of your crown chakra, allow that 1,000-petal lotus to unfurl and see those 1,000 rivers reaching their destinations and, just like beam up, Scotty. Those good fortune energies are beaming up into your crown chakra and going all the way down through the anatomy of your body and your aura to the feet, and you're moving away from, the negative patal, sutal, talatal, vital, and moving ahead to come to Bhuvarloka, where your human body is walking on planet Earth, very comforted by the magnetic forces. We are not floating into the, space. We are very much on planet Earth, harnessed by the gravitational pull. And we are moving away from contamination to the light, where we are going to be able to actualize our highest good fortune and live one day at a time, charitable, compassionate, loving beings that love life and love everything on planet Earth, including the darkness.
So embracing it all, Ma, with so much gratitude, and so grateful to be in your embrace and in your vision. As Ash beautifully says, the gates of the light were flung fully open when your first glance fell upon us, Ma.
So
Grateful.
sweet. Stay in that place of Janaloka. Janaloka is in your mouth. So speak the truth. And then you're connected to every Jana.
I love that, Ma. Grateful, Ma.
Grateful, love you all.
Love you all.
Big hugs.
Yes.
From my heart and Divya's heart to your hearts. And we're sending you lots of healing. God bless you. Love you.
Love you, Ma. Love you all. Love you, Sagri. Love you, love you.
Love you.
Love you all.